Hi, hello, how are you, Amanda? So many palettes in front of me, Saint Artist. I'm back to my regularly scheduled programming. Kids are officially back in school, and I will be back here every Monday, 8 a.m. There's a community tab on YouTube. So if you're new here, hi, I talk about Saint makeup. I love teaching methods and why I do things the way that I do them. I post tutorials all the time. So please hit that subscribe if you're new here and you want to see this. If you like what you see today, go look at my other videos. My lives on Mondays are always long. They're at least an hour, but we chat. We talk about a lot of things. You can ask me questions. I do show things. The lives are fun and engaging with the right people. And sometimes lately I've been getting into these like black holes. Anyways, I love waiting around for people to pop on. One's here, everyone's here. I can only see a few. So I love my mugs, and it's September, so it's fall. This is not a pumpkin latte, but it is a pumpkin cup. It's so cute. Hello, good morning, Desiree. Happy Monday. Yeah, I know. I went on not a lot. I went on 2 trips. My husband has work, so we had one family-ish trip / work trip, and then we went on a big family vacation. So August was hard, and I feel like it changed my algorithm on YouTube. But I'm back every Monday, 8 a.m. now, Pacific time. Cute mug, not easy to drink out of. Okay. They have a gourd one. This is from Anthropology. I love pumpkins. I love fall. I love Thanksgiving, and it's tis the season. Okay, we're gonna do our makeup. I have everything kind of condensed down to a tiny palette. Not a tiny palette, a small. This is a palette 12. I love these. Good morning, Nikki. And I'm gonna do my eyes first. I'm gonna do that new method that I've been playing with and loving. I like the way that it takes my not so wide lifted eye, or my not so wide, my eyes droop. What is it, that look? It's like a puppy dog look. I don't know. But it lifts them and widens them and brightens them. And I love this new, I stole it from somebody. I think it's just, I do makeup on here, so I see a lot of makeup videos, but I love watching other videos and getting ideas. But I think I want to try this with the gradient look I've done before, because I do love a little bit of a moody eye in the fall. But I am going to use Ring, the new shade of the month. And we're going to talk about some things. So if you have swatches you want to see, things you want to see, you let me know. We're going to get into it. I'm going to do my eyes first. Again, I'm going to use Singeant's Shadow Sense. There is a link in the description. It's to my link tree where there's just a ton of links. All my videos have a link to my link tree because it links not just Saint things, but my favorite non-Saint things. I need to link this, and I need to link the one that doesn't have a white. It looks like a magician's wand, but the one that doesn't have the white. And I need to link it because I do use it a lot. But I am not a professional makeup artist. I am a hobbyist that just loves playing with makeup. I'm going to go into my BK Beauty 203 brush, also linked. You're looking for a grayish. Okay, basic. Oh, basic. I love basic. I just used it. And Pup and Chai. That's funny. The only color that shows up on me is basic. It's the only color. I will swatch them, and they're really pretty. They are all, I'm going to use basic today, actually, for my gradient look, because I still want it soft, but I do like it. Maybe I will. I'm going to use it, but I'm also, it's probably going to be really similar to what I used before, but I will swatch all those colors. You already have Chai. Chai does not show up on me, but I've seen people, Brittany, who in the summer, she pops on these lives a lot, but she's on my team, and we talk we've already talked this morning. We do our little morning chats while we're getting ready, and she's on her way to work. Chai shows up on her the way basic shows up on me. It's interesting. We also pull differently on sandstone and rosewood. This cup is terrible. Good decoration, terrible mug. Okay, it comes in. Hello, Rise of Red. You're new around here, so hi. We're gonna do some makeup. It's Saint makeup, and let's get her started. My palettes. Okay, I have basic in here, so let's swatch these colors. I'm gonna put drift on my brow bone. I think I want to just do this again, just a different way. Zoe, and I do Saint makeup, and I like playing with makeup and having methods. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna, boy, they made the wrong choice on that message. Okay, we're gonna go into drift, and I am going to pop this on my brow, and then I'm gonna swatch the similar shades with basic. I don't know why I took it out. I need to take the other colors out. I like adding a pop of shimmer to my brow. I feel like it does give the eye some lift. This is something I was told by a makeup counter person, and so I'm gonna go and believe them. And I like things that have lift. I'm 43 years old. I've got stuff. I've got hyperpigmentation. I've got scarring, puffy, I'm a real person. I don't use filters. I'm not one of those fancy makeup artists. I just like showing makeup in a real world form, okay? It's about makeup. It's about Saint makeup, and it's about how I apply my makeup and I answer questions. That's what this is about. Okay, so we are going to get into some shadows. I'm gonna swatch. I gotta go back up. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get basic. Where's Chai? And Pup. I use Pup a lot. Pup is a really great basic. Not basic, but it's a really great prepping color. But this is Pup. It's very light. It's a good neutral. So I like it for summer if I'm gonna have a very neutral brown eye, because it does match my tone pretty. That's Pup. It's very, very, very light. I'm using it on the high point of my wrist because it's the lightest point. Here is Chai, right below it. Again, very, very, very light. These are, Chai for me is good as a base on the lid as well as Pup. And then here is basic. Also very, very, very light. I like using my finger when I apply some of these colors if you're needing them very punchy, but light, medium, darker. If you need something darker than basic, go oak. That's what I would say. But these are really good for just prepping the lid. If I put on a primer, I always like having a nice powder base. I find that shadows blend better on top of another shadow. So I do like that. Okay. Let's see. Hello, ladies. Oh, I love when I start seeing some of my people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay. All right, Zoe, you have a good day. Have a great day. Okay. Okay, I gotta try to drink some coffee. That's my last sip of the coffee for the tutorial because it's a terrible mug. Pup pulls pink. So, okay, basic is really, really pretty. Okay, we're gonna go in and I am going to use a setting powder because I just put all those shadows back. But again, I can't talk today. Drift. I put drift on my brow bone and we're gonna do this. Okay, thank you for saying I look nice without makeup. I feel prettier with makeup and that's why I wear it. Okay, we're just putting on a nice translucent powder just so that I can have a nice blendable base. Again, I just think it works better. This is the Blur brush. Good morning, Dana. And we're gonna go into basic. I'm gonna do the gradient look now. I've done this before. I went through and did a bunch of colors. It was a whole thing. And if you need the tutorial, comment gradient and I'll link it in the comment response to you. I love doing this because it kind of makes it, I'm gonna use Ring on here and also, which is the shade of the month, and I like using it on my lives. But I'm going to use the Blur brush on this bigger, denser end, and I am gonna pop this all over my lid. Now this is a nice light color. It's not gonna deepen, darken me too much. I always do as much as I can. I like to do my eyeshadow first because of fallout. If you're putting your makeup on and you're wearing a cream, if you're wearing a concealer, it's gonna mix with your makeup and it can darken and mature your under eyes. And if you're maturing like I am, you're not wanting to do that. Sorry the hair isn't done, but it's an organizing, cleaning out day at my house. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this all over my lid and then I'm gonna bring this up and out. I have hooded eyes, and for some people I'm not hooded enough, but I have a bit of hood on this outside that you really can see from my side profiles, not so much my front profile. It's very deceiving, but it is hooded. But I always bring this up and through the crease onto my hooded eye, and this will help me look less hooded. But you see how I have all this fallout? You can mess this up as much as you want if you're doing your eyeshadow first. It makes cleanup easier. It gives you a really beautiful finish if you go from eyeshadow to face first, okay? And now I'm gonna go over here, and I like using a nice dense brush to do this. If you have a lot of movement on your lid, don't sweep, just tap this and blend that way. They're both equally good. And it just depends on your lid and how it works. But I always blend up and out. It's gonna give my eye lift. And again, it's gonna hide the fact that I'm hooded. And doing the gradient look where you start at the mid of the lid at the lash line and work your way out. Some people have a hard time with placement and they think it all just mixes together. That's okay. I'm not doing a transition color today. This gradient look is the transition color. It's gonna be fine, okay? And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna grab Ring, the shade of the month, because it's pretty. And we're gonna add a spotlight color. Where did I put it? Sugar, biscuits, and gravy. You guys, what the dickens have I done? I know I didn't take it with me. I went and did, it's in here. I have a lot of, it's right here. I did a Girl Scout camp out. It was a long Saturday. But this is Ring, and this is only available for September. And we're gonna pop that right here. I'm also gonna use the color Honey because Honey is 10% off for the entire month of September too, and it's a really great cream illuminator. So if you like shimmer, I'm gonna show you how I use it with my oily skin, and it creates a really nice underpaint. It's gonna be an underpaint. But this is Ring, and it is a dark color, but it's also a nice soft color too. So it's right there too. Everything I swatch, I always swatch it in its deepest form, and I like it that way. I'm gonna grab a bit with my finger, and we're gonna put this right in the middle. I like having a spotlight shimmer because it gives the illusion of a bit of brightness because it has that shimmer, but putting it on top of basic, it just creates a touch of, it's a touch of a difference. I love it super much. That's terrible. Anyways, okay. I haven't done my lives as much as I usually do. I feel like I'm off my game a little bit. Okay, so I have, there we go. There's that pop of shimmer that I was looking for. Okay, boom. We're gonna add that. Now I'm gonna go into Cocoa. Cocoa is a nut. I prefer Philly. Philly's out of stock. It's been out of stock for a long time. I don't like showing colors that people can't get. And Cocoa's a good second. I'm asking when we're gonna get it. What in the world? But we don't know. Saint doesn't even seem to know. We're gonna go into, with the etch brush, I'm gonna go in on the small end. I'm gonna go into Cocoa. It's a nice chocolate brown, very pretty. I like it a lot. And when you use a dense brush, let's try it here. Rub it into a dense brush. You can make it even darker. I like colors that can be more than just, I don't like a one-trick pony, and it might be because of my kitchen. I blame my kitchen. I blame my kitchen because you shouldn't, my husband probably always says you shouldn't have something in your kitchen that can only do one thing. My jar opener is the only thing I break that rule on. But we're gonna take the etch brush. I love this brush. And we are going to use this brush to help elongate and lift the eye. And this is where you use a tiny but mighty wing. Tiny but mighty. And with maturing eyes, I like keeping things soft. Emerald City and Peppa. Yes, I can. I'm going to do Cocoa, and then I will absolutely swatch those colors. I am going to stay on the outside of the eye here on the lash line, and I'm going to go very thick and then just press it in to the mid. This is just going to be tiny but mighty, and I stay within the creasing. So I pay attention to where my fold is here. I don't like going outside of it, but adding this bit of depth onto the top part on the outside of my eye gives it lift. It's gonna give it lift. What I'm gonna do is, there's a part of me that wants to do the old way versus the new way. We're gonna leave the under part of the eye alone. And then I'm gonna add a little bit to the inner corner here. And I'm using a shadow instead of the liner because it's just soft. I have very thin lashes and short lashes. I'm 43. Things just aren't great, as great as they used to be. And so skipping the mid is going to open up my eye. If I go all the way across, it's gonna close it, it's gonna shrink it, and I don't wanna do that. I'm gonna do just this eye so you can see the difference in the shape it pulls with the eyes. Okay, we're gonna take the cocoa and we're gonna go right here in the middle of the eye corner. What's going on? I'm freezing. Come back to me, come back to me, come back to me. What? No.